Hi, everybody. Welcome into today's show here on JTV. It is Wednesday. Thank you to the Insurance Circle Agency. I'm David. That's Adam. Hello, Adam. It is it's Hump Day.
It's Hump Day. You know that that meme that was like, "It's Wednesday, my dudes." I need to get that soundbite in there for every time you say "It's Wednesday."
I think we have a lot of sound bites we need to.
I know, it's just finding them and trying to figure out a good time to play them sometimes.
Yeah. Could just play them randomly.
Yeah, and I need to add onions on here. I clipped them out, so onions is going on for March.
Yeah. Well, in a couple weeks, it'll already be halfway through March.
But tournament will be getting underway, so we need it for the tournament.
Yeah. Even though the tournament ends in April, it's March, April madness.
That's right. It's March to April madness.
But it is March Madness here for high school basketball. Tuesday night, boys regional semifinal. Me and Noah took a lovely trip up to Ithaca on Tuesday night. They have a really cool football field.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about their gym?
It's very Concord-like.
Nice.
They're actually both Yellow Jackets, believe it or not.
That's funny.
Just Ithaca's blue and gold instead of purple. But very Concord-like, more old school. And only one side has the bleachers, like full bleachers, and then up like the steps, and then more on the top.
That's cool.
But it get very loud in there, very personal.
Yeah.
We were packed in, so.
I heard that towards the end of the game, you had a chance to make a shot. You had a ball passed right to you, didn't you?
Yeah, and I wasn't paying attention either.
Oh.
I didn't get hit or anything,
okay.
But no, a 7-point rally. So Lumen was down by 7 with 2 minutes left in the game, and they pulled off the comeback to win 47-44 over Stockbridge, but they were down by 1. And Stockbridge dumped it inside to their big man, who, by the way, he's like a giant, dude. He's like 6'8".
Oh,
He's built exactly like Kevin Durant.
whoa.
But with the Stephen A. hairline. So, anyways, but they tried to dump it into him, and he ended up somebody ended up getting the ball from him. Inside, or he was going up with it, and somebody from behind snatched it out of his hands, but he got it back, passed it back out. So they tried to set up a play, and then they tried to dump it back into him, and he wasn't looking, and the pass bounced and went right to me. Right underneath the basket.
Should have taken a shot.
Well, that's what the MLive guy told me. He was there next to me, and he's like, give him the rock. Let him shoot. But 47-44 Lumen over Stockbridge at Ithaca, and led by 7 with 2 minutes to play. Amari and Clay back-to-back threes and 5 points in that last 2 minutes from Timmy Crowley, including a corner three to take the lead. Helped Lumen rally late. So their freshman Ashton Callan 15 points, Amari and Clay, Timmy Crowley 11 and 9 points, and Brock Rochow 14 to lead Stockbridge. So Lumen taking on Ovid Elsie in the regional final Thursday night, 7 o'clock, back at Ithaca. And I won't share any more details. Ask Noah Baker about it, but do not park in the mud.
Yeah, I will. I will comment. You guys got stuck in the mud, it sounded like.
Yeah, no more.
Was it the company? Well, I'll just say, was it the company car or was it his car?
That's first
the
one.
only thing I'll ask. Okay, that's why. Okay, no, we're good.
My name is Bart Hawley.
Yeah,
No,
that's hilarious. Okay, I was curious.
If he's watching, there was no damage.
No,
We're all good.
No damage.
No.
Yeah, just a little friendly mud pile, but you guys got past it. You're here.
We're out on the
Truck's
farm
here.
in country land. We're having fun.
Exactly.
So,
that wouldn't be the first time that Noah brought a company car to a location and got stuck in the mud.
really?
Yeah, he went to EG when they were like...
Wait, I feel like I don't remember the whole story. I know we're getting off track here,
Yeah.
but we only have a couple games to talk about right now. But I don't I've heard the story. I don't remember all the
It's
details.
when we had the
but
smaller car, so not this one, but when we had the SUV, I forgot which one it was. But yeah, brought it out there because he was doing drone flying like in this huge open space, and it was kind of muddy. It was a development project. And he parked, did his stuff, put the drone back in the car, went to go leave, and stuck in the mud. Had to have somebody. I think Joe went out there and helped get him out of the mud and get him back. But
How do you do that?
I don't know. I don't know if he hooked something up or if they were just able to work together to get it out. But they got it out, and I remember
Like from SpongeBob.
Yeah, I think it was one of those. But yeah, that vehicle was just drenched in mud. And the inside it was muddy. Oh man.
That was a dark colored vehicle too, and this one is white.
This one's white. Yeah, it's like no hiding it.
Well, we pulled in at first, and it was kind of hard to like drive through there, and I'm like, this, unless if there's like a bump or something there. That's what I thought at first, and then we got stuck.
Sink. Yeah.
And I was like, oh no. Because we've had several regional games from several sports that we've been to, and things have happened.
Yes.
So. Yes. I just got flashbacks immediately of like 4 other things that have happened.
Of course. It's always a fun time.
It is. And if anybody else went, you know how bad the traffic was in Lansing on 127, and then where 96 and 496 meet up with 127. And it was down to 1 lane. And it was raining, and it was during rush hour, and I thought we were going to be late.
Just miserable. It's just miserable.
Well, we left at a decent time, but we didn't get in the gym till like 2 minutes left in the game before, and by then everybody was already waiting out in the hallway waiting for the next game. But Lumen taking on Ovid Thursday night 7 o'clock, and coming up on Monday's show live from not in the studio.
No, but he'll be calling in.
Yes. But we will have highlights on Monday from the regional final. And we will have highlights from Concord. They are still alive. They beat Colon yesterday, 64-41 in the D4 semifinal. 4 threes for Jordan Medellin, 14 points for Concord. Connor Stevens, 12 rebounds and 18 points. And Concord wins by 23, and they will take on Adrian Lenawee Christian, 7 o'clock Thursday night for the D4 regional final at Mendon. Concord has not won a regional title since 1990.
Wow, and they've been blowing out teams. I mean, on their way.
Yeah, usually when you get to this round, you gotta it's tough and it's close games. You gotta just dogfight it out. But they've just been rolling over teams. After that Springport loss, which we had on JTV, they've been rolling since then. But congrats to Concord and Lumen. So down to 2 teams left. And then got the girls' districts tonight and Friday, and then regionals for them next week as well. So
I will say this. Don't adjust your audio devices. You do sound different. You are a little sick. I just thought I'd point that out. You can tell.
Yeah. We're making it through.
I was gonna say you're worrying through this. You are this is like your flu game, your Jordan flu game.
Well, we
Maybe not
had.
the flu,
God, I hope.
Yeah, I don't think you got the flu.
I'm leaving Friday.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Hack it up, and next to everybody else I'm sitting next to. I apologize in advance. But no, we had Timmy Crowley had a flu game last year in the district. Yeah. So. He went full MJ, carried them.
This is your own Timmy Crowley flu game moment right here, if you can get through this.
That's right. So coming up later in today's show, we'll share the Monday girls district scores, and then we'll look ahead to Wednesday, Friday, and also DK Metcalf, Max Crosby, Saquon, Kyrie, LeBron, 50,000 points. The Pistons could be the 4th seed.
Yeah, only
and have
a game
home
back.
court advantage right now. Only a game back. Mm-hmm. And the Mets are spending $1 billion in the bank.
So nuts.
And they're still not getting anywhere. Yeah. So we'll have all that to get to when we come back here on JTV. Welcome back here on JTV. Thank you to the Insurance Circle Agency, myinsuranccircle.com, and thank you to Pataki Orthodontics and Minuteman Sewer and Drain for helping us bring you high school sports coverage all year here on JTV. So on Monday, we kicked off the week of girls districts in the basketball playoffs, and last night was the boys regional semifinal. So Thursday will be the final 16 teams. And if Lumen can get the win at Ithaca to win the region Thursday night, they will play next Tuesday in the quarterfinal, the Elite Eight, at Ypsilanti Lincoln, the home of Amani Bates, former home. And we've done a couple games that are live on JTV before from Ypsi Lincoln a few years ago when I first started, when that Hanover team beat Amani Bates in Ypsi Lincoln, which that was still incredible to this day. And also, speaking of Hanover, I don't know if you've been on Facebook today. I don't know if you've seen this, but it was on this day, March, what's today, the 4th? 3 years ago. 5th, okay. March 5th, 3 years ago, 2022, our last game of the season, live from Hanover. You may know his nickname, Sausage from Hanover, hit the 3 at the end on senior night, and everybody went nuts. Pat reshared it again today on Facebook.
I saw that. That's so cool. He must have had like a memory thing pop up. But yeah, because I just saw that before starting the show. That's one of my favorite moments. That was awesome.
I can't believe it's 3 years already.
That's so nuts. Then. I won't elaborate on this, but all I'll say is your airdropped something interesting before that as well.
Yeah, no details will be shared of what was in that picture.
That, and whoever knows. But yeah, that moment was one of the best moments in basketball history for us, at least for broadcasting games. It was a really cool moment to see, and you guys went nuts on the call.
Yeah, I think Pat was 10 times more excited than I was.
He was. He was very excited.
So, even and we were just screwing around, having a lot of fun. It's for that whole broadcast. Remember in the pregame, this was the same game too. That old phone that we had there.
Yeah.
Pat picked it up and said, "Andy Hawley, our third commentator, is here tonight."
You guys were getting a little slap happy. It was the final game of the year. It was like senioritis. It was like, the day before you guys, before your last day of school, everybody kind of goes crazy.
I was a senior that year too.
Yeah, there you go. So you had that as well.
I think. Would have been before that.
I'd been junior.
This was 2022.
Was it? Wow. Seems like such a long time ago.
Junior, yeah.
Okay, junior year.
I looked at because I had like a screen capture from like the Open that we did. I look a hell of a lot different then than I do now.
I bet.
Looking back at it, but Hanover beat Ypsi Lincoln in their gym, and Ypsi Lincoln will be hosting the quarterfinal for Lumen if they can pull off the W on Thursday night, and then win that. And you play at the Breslin next weekend. So, if they were to make it there, I won't even be back for that either, which, I'm disappointed by because I obviously have been to the Breslin several times, but I have never been there since I started with JTV. I've been there. I was there when Grass Lake obviously won the girls' state title, but as a student, and that was during COVID.
Yeah.
So not everybody could. Not all the media could be on the court. Like I remember Noah shooting highlights from the first row of the seats.
I remember him being in the stands. That's right.
Yep. And we were all spread out. That was. Let's not do that again, ever.
No, thank you.
And then Concord D4. If they win, they will be in the D4 Elite Eight. Also, next Tuesday. But regional semifinal. Lumen, Stockbridge from last night. What a game, 47-44. And girls kicked off their playoffs. District highlights from Monday. Columbia Central 59-29 over Pinckney in D2 at Chelsea. So if you missed both those games from Monday and Tuesday night, here's a few highlights from JTV Sports. Welcome back here on JTV. So you can check out photos from both of those games and all of our district and regional coverage and highlights and game recaps on our website at jtv.tv and as a part of the Center for Family Health scoreboard. And the girls basketball districts this week. Couple games happened Monday. Division 1 at Mason Northwest over J High. 37-32 Northwest taking on Holt tonight, Wednesday at 5:30 at Mason. Division 2 at Chelsea. Columbia Central won over Pinckney. You just watched the highlights from that on Monday. And they will play Chelsea tonight, Wednesday at 5:30. And then Michigan Center against Western on at the 7 o'clock game. Both of those teams, that's what's tough about being in Division 2 or like a division higher than most of the rest of the schools here is that you end up getting stuck with another team like a Parma Western and Grand Rapids and Battle Creek schools who are also really good, like Western and Center. They're both D2, obviously. They're in the same district for the girls. And these are both are each teams that can win a district and maybe win a regional game in their own right, but they're both going to have to play in the Wednesday district semifinal. So one of them won't even be playing for the district championship, which sucks, but geographically, and that's the way it goes. So, and then Monday D3 at Grass Lake EJ over Napoleon, 48-27 Addison Hendricks from EJ. School record 11 blocks in the win for EJ. The Shannon Henderson from Stockbridge had 5 blocks last night. And that was impressive. And then you look at this girls' game, and Hendricks had 11 blocks, school record, and 14 points for EJ, 48-27 over Napoleon. So tonight, Wednesday, Division 1 at Mason, again, Northwest Holt at 5:30, Columbia Chelsea at 5:30, Western Center at 7 at Chelsea D2. Division 3 at Leslie, Springport taking on Stockbridge at 7 o'clock. Leslie before that at 5:30. Division 3 at Grass Lake, I will be there if I'm still alive by then. GL, EJ 5:30, Lumen taking on Hanover at 7. And Division 4 at Litchfield, Jackson Christian playing at 7 o'clock. And if they win, they will play Concord in the girls' district final at 7 o'clock on Friday. So we'll have the highlights and the photos and all the coverage from the girls and from the boys' regional finals, both of them from Thursday at jtv.tv. So a lot of good basketball. We're getting right into March Madness, and then next week is the Big Ten tournament, and then next Sunday, the 16th, is the selection show, and then the first 4 happens Tuesday, and that's the start of the big dance. So I don't think my picks on the favorites have really changed for that. I just know you can count out Michigan. So
I would not count out Michigan yet. You never know. Team gets hot at the right time. That's the thing with the tournament, man. It's like any team can win it because it's just if that team gets hot. We saw this past couple years, but specifically last year, right? Like
the Florida Atlantic, Texas Tech, San Diego State, Creighton Final Four.
Yeah.
Like, who would have thought any of those 4 teams would be in there?
Right. So if a team, it's kind of like the Major League Baseball postseason, right? It's like a team gets hot at the right time, they could potentially beat anyone. So. Look out for maybe a random team, or it might be one of the ones that we picked. We'll see. We'll fill out bracket, by the way. I've talked to Brandon. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna fill out brackets, and I could always bring him up on the show between mine and yours to see who's got the better bracket.
Yeah. And then I'm only counting out Michigan because they got killed on Sunday by Illinois and they played awful. Other than Golden, nobody else could rebound, shoot, dribble, pass, anything. And, of course, they start losing like that when we have Maryland and Michigan State this week. So it's great timing for that to happen. And it's at the Breslin this coming Sunday, too, against the Spartans. So
you never know. We could still win. Michigan can still beat Michigan State. You never know.
I hope so, because they also need it for the Big Ten regular season title.
Yeah.
Which, because Michigan State beat Wisconsin on Sunday and Michigan lost, that's out the window pretty much.
Right.
Not mathematically, but if Maryland beats Michigan, that is for sure. But since they can still make a run, of course, they'll still get a double bye in the Big Ten tournament. So not too worried there. So when we come back, DK Metcalf will not be a Seattle Seahawk. Max Crosby got paid. Saquon got paid. Everybody on the Mets got paid. I don't know why. And we'll get to that when we come back, so stay tuned. Welcome back here on JTV. Thank you to the Insurance Circle Agency. So before we wrap up, a few quick headlines to share. First, coming up on Monday's show, you'll be here.
I will be.
But I won't be here.
That's right. You'll be remote.
That's right. I will be hopefully cleared up by then. I hope so. And I will be in a lot warmer weather than even what we have now, which is nice here.
Yeah.
A little bit of rain, but it's like high 50s.
Yeah, but you'll be at a place where it could be like 70s.
I think it's
60s,
supposed to be
70s.
high 70s, low 80s.
That sounds nice.
I will be live from the palm trees of the Orange State.
Nice.
And
well, enjoy Florida. It should be a fun time.
Yeah. So Monday's show, I will be live from the beach. No, I won't be at the beach, but
That'd be what an awesome setting that would be if you did.
See somebody parasailing behind me.
That'd be cool.
All the background noise outside, and I'm trying to talk.
That'd be fun.
But we will have highlights from Concord and Lumen, both of their regional finals, girls district finals from Grass Lake and from Chelsea. Excuse me. And we will look ahead to the regionals next week on Monday and Wednesday for the girls, and the quarterfinal if Lumen or Concord win for Tuesday night next week. So also we'll have updated March Madness bracketology, see where Michigan and Michigan State are at as far as seeding before the Big Ten tournament starts. And tomorrow night for the Red Wings, Jackson's own Carter Mazer just got called up today. He's been playing for the Griffins for a few years, and they will be playing against the Utah Hockey Club.
That's cool. That's cool.
Noah didn't know Utah had a hockey team.
Oh,
I had to tell him.
Yeah. Their home stadium's not great.
No?
It's like a whole section where
Is
they
it the
can't see
same as the
goalie.
Jazz?
I don't know. I don't know if it was something separate, but it's like there's an overhang for the upper deck, and you can't see the goalie on that side. It's over that. So like if you're watching,
Wait, what?
Yeah, the puck will just disappear and you can't see anything. So you won't even know if somebody scores if you're sitting there.
It's like sitting at Fenway or Wrigley Field because it's so old. Like
Yeah.
big pole right in the way because
Yeah.
of how they built everything back then.
I assume they're building a stadium and this is just temporary. I would assume they're building an arena.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
So congrats to Carter on his success with the Griffins, and then tomorrow night on ESPN Plus, Thursday for the Red Wings. So as they take on Utah. Couple NFL headlines. DK Metcalf officially requested a trade from Seattle. I hope Green Bay's still in the running to get him. Some conflicting reports have come out, like they want him, but they're not making it super public, and Seattle's asking for too much back. And in other reports is they were interested and now they're not. Also, Max Crosby, 3 years, $106.5 million, the highest paid non-quarterback ever. That just...
Well, there you go. I mean, I had a feeling he was going to stay when kind of all that stuff was going down at the deadline. I kind of figured he'd stay. But that is a big, big, big contract. Big deal.
Also a big deal, Saquon making $20.5 million a year for 2 years. So 2 years, $41 million. So very deserving, though. Obviously,
For sure.
Either him, I would say he's number one. If not, it'd be Derrick Henry. But he's the best running back in the NFL, and he's historically one of the best now.
I think the top three, without question, you can put them in any order, would be CMC, King Henry, and Barkley. It's put them in any order you want, and I'm okay with that. But I mean, those three are the most talented. They should be getting paid the most. So congrats on Barkley, and I love that he's able to rub this all in the Giants' face. And I hope they're getting good sleep at night.
Yeah. I don't know how the Giants are sleeping at night.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I don't know if I'd put McCaffrey in the top three just because of his injuries now, and I don't know why he would be paid.
Yeah, but when healthy, he's just I've never seen a running back that performs like him. I've seen maybe better running backs, but I've never seen a running back that's that like Swiss Army knife that he is.
Number 4, I'd go Josh Jacobs.
So. Well, of course you would. Well, number 4, I'll go Jahmyr Gibbs. How about that?
I'd put him at 4 or 5.
I'll put Jacobs at 10. Jacobs is definitely top 10 in my eyes.
I would hope he's top 10. I was going to say. Man. NBA news, Kyrie's out for the year, torn ACL. He was the only reason why the Mavs were still winning because Anthony Davis is a walking wheelchair and he's always hurt. So who knows when he's going to be back. He'll have to carry a team. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, probably not well.
LeBron, first player ever, 50,000 points, including regular season and postseason. So congrats to him. And also the Detroit Pistons could get home court advantage as of right now. Only one game back of Milwaukee and Indiana in the 4 and 5 seeds. So, and the Pistons tonight, 10:30 against the Clippers.
Yep, they're 4.5-point favorites. So that's cool to say that the Pistons are favorites on the road in Los Angeles. That's pretty crazy. I would not have believed that if you would have told me at the beginning of the year.
Right. Or against the majority of the teams.
Yeah, yeah.
And real quick, in baseball news and Tigers news, Akil Baddoo, he will miss the start of the season. Also, Meadows, we don't know when he's going to return.
I mean, eventually Baddoo might come back before Meadows, so we'll see that. Vierling, who's, speaking of Swiss Army knives, can kind of play any position. He's going to miss opening day due to a shoulder injury, so... Man, I don't like all these injuries happening before the start of the season, but you know what? It's a long season, so as long as we have them back for the dog days of summer, then, I think it'll be good. And then real quick, speaking of baseball news and former Tiger news, I guess, remember Jose Iglesias that used to play for us?
I do.
He was
great for the Tigers, by the way.
Yeah, he was on the Mets. He just got traded to San Diego, so he's on the move. That's kind of the most recent trade news in Major League Baseball.
And the Mets over the last 4 years have spent $1.36 billion, which is interesting because they've spent over $1 billion more in these last 4 years than the Oakland A's have.
Yeah, and also more than Miami, Pittsburgh, or Tampa Bay has over the last 21 seasons. They've spent in 4 seasons. I mean, they have the biggest payroll, right? $333 million. The Yankees are second. So New York as a state dominating the payroll, almost a little over, almost $750 million just between those two teams.
And both those teams won't even make the AL or NLCS.
We'll see. I mean, I and everybody knows I really like Soto. I think he's an amazing player, but we'll see. They made a little bit of a kind of run last year, but still the favorites to win the East is still the Yankees, and you got to believe the Mets are up there as well. So we'll see what happens. And then lastly, for baseball, Sasaki had his debut in spring training, and he looked really good. Remember, I said potential Rookie of the Year and Cy Young Award winner in the NL? Well,
you made that prediction on the last show.
I got to put some money on it, though, to make it real.
Oh, go figure.
Yeah.
And, of course, with the basketball regionals and girls districts happening and all of the winter sports starting to wrap up and the spring sports getting underway very soon, subscribe to JTV Sports. You can do that for
free
99.
Free 99, except not the 99, not 99 cents.
No,
just free.
That'd be highway robbery.
Free. Exactly, always free.
So you can do that on our website, jtv.tv. Just click on the subscribe banner, pick your school, more than one. You can subscribe to all of them too.
Yeah, I think I've subscribed Noah to all of them like 4 times. So
So he'll get like 80 emails
Yeah.
at one time.
Yep.
I know
Just
he
'cause it's
loves
fun.
to get that
Yeah,
many emails.
just because it's fun. That's why I do it.
So, looking forward to Monday's show. That'll be interesting. So,
Yeah, and you get some rest over the next couple days, so you're all good for Florida.
Oh, well, I've got girls districts tonight at Grass Lake, 2 games, and then I might be joining Noah in Ithaca tomorrow.
Hey,
so we'll see. I was there with him yesterday, so we'll see. So, thanks to the Insurance Circle Agency, Minuteman, and Pataki. So thanks for watching and listening. That's Adam. I'm David, and hopefully I sound better on Monday. So we'll talk to you then.
Bye-bye.